Mona Vale Beach is a surf beach that runs down the southeast of the northern beaches for 1 kilometre between the rock platform that divides it from the basin and the cliff that separates it from Warriewood Beach. Its coordinates are 33.6796 degrees south, 151.3135 degrees east.
There is little information on what Mona Vale Beach looked like in the past due to it not being inhabited 70 odd years ago, but by looking at how Collaroe Narrabeen changed over time, we can assume that the same occurred in Mona Vale.
Collaroe Narrabeen has increased its amount of structures built on the beach. This is very detrimental to the coast as it ruins the foundations of the land and breaks the natural barrier. Some negatives come out of life on the beaches, and these negatives play out on our local surf beaches such as Mona Vale. The Mona Vale Beach area has a population of approximately 11,000, so it's surrounded by houses, cafes, a surf club, apartments, roads and shops. There is also a car park at the edge of the beach so that people can access the beach easily. All of these structures placed along the coast ruin the foundation of the land and can be too heavy for the surface. In long term, this can result in erosion of the land underneath, leading to collapse of the structures. A rock pool was also built on the beach on the rock platform that allows for seawater to be splashed in. This structure isn't too detrimental on the beach in the long run, but when constructed, the sea has to be blocked off at a certain point, and sea life was removed or displaced.
Here is a stormwater pipe releasing stormwater back into Mona Vale Beach. It has eroded at the natural beach and has created a big hole in the sand which will erode worse over time, leaving a bigger hole in the sand.
It is predicted that populations will only increase and more structures will need to be built. It is important that the government learns to move housing and infrastructure away from the coastal zones.
5 main biophysical processes that can alter the original form of a beach. These processes include erosion, corrasion, attrition, hydraulic action and corrosion. Corrosion is when the rock disintegrates by the pebbles washing over it and gradually wearing down the rock through salt crystallization. Hydraulic action is when waves are constantly striking against the rock and eventually breaks it down. Attrition is when pebbles are caught in waves and the sediments break down creating sand. Corrasion is when pebbles rub up against rock platforms causing them to wear down over time through an abrasive action. And erosion is when the high tide and waves gradually wear down at the sand.
Mona Vale Beach has been exposed and deeply affected by erosion processes due to it having harsh winds, storms and tides that have eroded Mona Vale's natural state over the years. The strong winds at Mona Vale also lead to sand escaping the beach into the car park. Deposition is also found at Mona Vale Beach as the sand is carried along the beach to the basin, forming a higher sand dune down that end. Seaweed is also transported down to the basin side, and clumps of blue bottles are generally found at Mona Vale due to this reason also. Northern Beaches Council has put in place sand dune fences on Mona Vale Beach to allow grass to grow and strengthen the dunes so that they can withstand more against the ocean. The paths are also put in place to ensure that people stay off the dunes and can easily get down to the beach. Walking on these pathways is important as walking on the dunes can destroy the plants which stabilises the dunes, leading to erosion. These paths, however, have to be stabilised into the ground of the beach and can carry negative impacts on the beach, such as ruining the foundations. It is important that these dunes are protected as they are nature's seawalls and are necessary when it comes to protecting the coastal environment. There is also some wildlife living in the dune vegetation, and when the dunes are destroyed, so are the habitats of all these creatures. The Council has also implemented interpretive signs at different local beaches to raise awareness about protecting and not disturbing natural wildlife and organisms. The Council takes preemptive measures to ensure that rock pools and creatures such as crabs and other marine life are protected against people destroying the delicate and fragile balance of the marine ecosystem in the rock pools. The Council has installed interpretive signs at many Northern Beaches local beaches, describing and illustrating the impacts we have on the coastal ecosystems and beaches. Council rangers also patrol against protected rock pools to safeguard against further damage in Northern Beaches rock pools. Because Mona Vale Beach is subject to short-term beach erosion due to coastal storms and large waves and rising seawater levels, the Northern Beaches Council have put in an action plan to help reduce coastal erosion. They build up sand on eroded beaches by sourcing sand from local building sites. Mona Vale Beach is refilled with sand when the basin of Mona Vale overflows and carries sand to the beach side.
Mona Vale is a popular surf destination and brings the whole community to its shores as a cafe, surf club and many houses along the coastline prove to be an attraction point to many tourists and locals. It is important that in upcoming years more action is taken towards protecting our coasts so that the future generations can enjoy the beaches as we do today.